All right, we've been getting a lot of questions on how to use Zapier. So Zapier is a no-code platform that makes it really easy to connect different applications. Now, Zapier doesn't require any software development experience, but it can be a little complicated to use. So in this example, we're going to set up a connection between Gravity Legal and Acuity scheduling. So when a new prospective client books an initial consult in Acuity scheduling, and then we're going to send them a Gravity Legal payment request, allowing that client to pay for the initial consult by credit, debit card, or by bank transfer. So I'm logged into my Acuity account, and I have my initial 30-minute consult that we're going to use. So this is an appointment type that I've already set up. And then I'm logged into my Gravity Legal account. So from here, I'll start by creating a Zap. And the first thing it's going to ask me is to create a trigger. So this is the event that's going to start the workflow. So we'll pick our application, it's Acuity. And then my trigger event is going to be a new appointment. So we'll click. And now, based on the integration between Acuity and Zapier, it's going to walk me through how to set this up. So first, I'm going to connect my Acuity account. And I don't need to worry about connecting a calendar, but I want to choose my appointment type. And you can see that it's going to preload the appointment types that I've already created. So let's continue. And we can run a test to see if that works. So here's an appointment that was booked. Looks like it is connected successfully. So I'm going to click continue. And the next step here is to set up my actions. So when a new appointment is booked, like we just set up, what's going to happen next? So at this time, we want to connect our Gravity Legal account. So we're actually going to do this in 2 steps. So I'm going to have a step where we find a client to see, hey, is this a client that's already in the Gravity Legal system? And then we can automatically attach that payment to them. If it's not found in the system, then we can create a new client. So I'll connect my Gravity Legal account here. And the first prompt here is going to be to create the client name. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use the first name, add a space, and the last name here from the client booking in Acuity. You can see this icon here is this info is coming from Acuity. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to look to see if this client exists in Gravity. If it does, it will attach it to that client. If not, then it will create a new client. And I'll make sure it does that by clicking there. So set up, this is the customer ID for my Gravity Legal account. And then I'm going to use that same primary contact first name is going to be Emery. Primary contact last name here, and this data is coming from Acuity, and I can have the email populated, and I won't worry about the phone for now. So this, if it doesn't find, in this case, the data from the initial consult that's coming in through Acuity, then it will create a Gravity Legal client. So you can add these extra files. Click continue, and it's going to prompt me to test. All right, perfect. So it looks like it was found. So now that I've set that up, the next thing I want to do is actually send a request to that client, whether it's an existing client or a new client. So I've got new appointment booked, search for a client or create a client. Now I want to send out a payment request. So again, got my Gravity Legal account already connected. Choose my account. And now it's going to walk me through the steps to create a payment request. A payment request is an email that goes out to request payment from the client. So this is my Gravity Legal application ID. Now the client ID. So what this does is basically links the client ID back to this middle step here. So I've connected these two. Now I can set a trust amount. In this case, my paid consult is going to go into the operating account. It's always going to be $250, so I can kind of hard code that in to my Zap. Now the email subject, let's make something up here. Complete your initial consult booking. You can probably come up with something much nicer than that, but we'll leave that there for now. Now I'll take the data from the initial consult. So I'll say first name, comma, and I can thank you for booking. To complete your booking, please make a payment. All right. So next, we need an email address. So where is this going to actually go? We could use either of these, but we'll just use the data from Acuity since it's a little farther upstream. So this is the email address where the payment request is going to be sent. All right. So we're testing, and it looks like it was successful. So just to recap, when a new appointment is created in Acuity, it's going to search for a Gravity Legal client, and if none is found, it's going to create one, and then it's going to send a payment request out to that client. So this is a request by email. Next step is to turn it on. We won't do it yet, but we'll take a look at what that actually looks like in real life. All right, here's my initial consult here. I named my firm Gravity Legal, so that's this would be the firm name here. The logo can also show up here if you have a logo uploaded. And here's my message that we typed in, and this name data came in through Acuity. So now I can pay that online, and in this case I can pay by credit, debit, or bank transfer because I have that enabled. And we also have the surcharge enabled, so if the client pays by credit card, they're going to pay an extra 3% fee. Once this is complete, you get an email notification automatically from Gravity Legal, but you can also set up additional Zaps to be notified or to have the payment to get a notification that the payment has come through and do something else in another application. So that's how to connect Gravity Legal and Zapier. If you have any questions about making Zaps with Gravity Legal, feel free to reach out. You can go to gravity-legal.com and go to Contact Us. And we have a bunch of different ways to get in touch with us. We're happy to help you set up your Zaps with Gravity Legal. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.